So right here is where we're going to put a scrape. There's a well-defined trail right here. It's a low spot and 2 dug roads. It's an old dug road with a stone wall on each side. We've got a ladder stand, it's been here for years. There might not be a tree right here made perfect for a scrape, so I'm going to cut a limb and I'm going to attach it to a tree. I'll show you how to do that, and I'm going to put a scrape where I want it, right here close to that stand. So now what I've done is I've found the tree where I want the scrape, close to where my stand's going to be. I've cleaned the ground out. I've made a mega scrape under there already, and it's good flat ground. Bucks can come in and make a scrape next to it or make the scrape bigger. I like a big leafy limb, beech, oak, not pine tree, stuff like that. Something's gonna hold the leaves for a while. All right, so this was a typical case where the scrape was where I wanted it, but the initial limb wasn't as bushy or big as I liked it. So what I did is I pulled another limb from behind it, and I use duck decoy rope cord. It lasts a long time, and I'll tie another limb off to make this a nice big leafy limb that they can get under, and they'll make scrapes next to it or right in my scrape. The other thing I'll use is down the shop I have the fishing line for bow fishing. Most of it's fluorescent colors. Other hunters will see it, but trust me, when you pull limbs down and tie them off or tie a new limb in an area with that fluorescent cord, it doesn't bother at all. The other thing I haven't said is normally I'll wear rubber gloves when I'm touching all these limbs, rubber gloves, not these. Look at there, there's 2 does coming right to us. This is good trail. As we're doing this, 2 does just came 15 yards from us. This is a super travel corridor right here. So while we're doing it, 2 doe came by. All right, so now all I'm gonna do is whatever buck urine I used, you can use buck urine or doe this time of year. It's all gonna be a strange doe to the area you're doing it. Now I'm gonna put branch butter on the limb. Again, for those of you that have never used it, it is a god-awful smell, but trust me, it works. I'm gonna put that on the limb, on the overhanging limb. I'll do it on several limbs. Bucks and does will hit this. I'll have a camera on it just to see what's going on with it. But we know right here, just a minute ago, we had those does come right to us while I'm standing here talking, making the scrape. They were gonna get on this. This is a north-south running trail. So the sun's gonna come up over here, that's where it's gonna set. So the trail's going this way. I don't wanna put the camera directly east or west because of the sun. So this great big white oak here makes the perfect spot to put a trail camera on this. All the deer coming up and down the trail, I'm gonna get them anyway. So that's the other thing to think about. If you're putting a trail camera on it, don't put it directly east or west because of the sun. All right, so here are some of the lures I use in the scrapes. There's even more, but these are the basic companies we use at the shop. All of them we know are good. Some work better in some areas than others. Some guys come in and can't buy a deer on a scrape. Other guys, every year, we just got the lures all in. They are there knocking on the door to get that lure to start their scrapes. Gotta have a pair of nippers with you and a saw, because sometimes you're gonna have to go somewhere, you know, close by, cut a limb off, bring it in and do that. You wanna do it, get away from it as quick as possible, and you'll see. If you have questions, if you're not having luck with these things, just come by the shop. I swear I can help you. Just stop in, any questions you have, write it down if you have to, so come in and we can help you. These really, really work. You gotta get using them. If you have any questions, need help, stop by the shop. I'm sure I can help you.